What up, ECC? Welcome back. Week 5 fantasy football show. We're doing the weekly matchups this week. Save some time. It's already Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. You guys have already made your moves. We've already seen the updated standings. As you've all seen, I'm still in first, 4-0. Guys, somebody's got to beat me. I'm getting lucky every week, I think. So I'll take luck. That's my extra player, my sixth man. I'm not the game of the week, which I should be every week if I'm going to keep winning. But anyways, I looked at my team first just to do the bro versus bro bowl. Chad, you have no chance. You're 0 for 4. Your team just can't catch a break. Although it does look like you've got Ingram back this week. Jeffrey came back strong, so I'm a little scared. Looked at the matchups. Rodgers' knees hasn't gotten worse. Hasn't really gotten better. He hasn't really had a monster game, I guess. You know, not like Cousins or Goff that he's been on the bench. Even Luck last week had 60-plus points. So I would probably play this week, Luck, but I don't think he's going to have Luck against New England tonight or tomorrow. I don't even know what time it is, but he's missing T.Y., and that's going to be hurting me. I had to pick up Jordy Nelson, which I might even change out. I'm just going to take a chance because Carr's been hitting him up 2 weeks in a row touchdown. But I'm going to give you Watson, Hopkins, just like last year. Fuller, who you have actually been really good. 2, I think, 100-yard games, 2 weeks in a row. So I'm going to give you Watson with the matchups there over the quarterback that I have, Rodgers. Jones, Julio. He's not a touchdown machine. Ridley's already got like 6. I think Julio's got 0, maybe 1. But again, this is looking like a pattern. I don't even know why I drafted him. But he looks good on paper, but not a touchdown monster like that I would need. So Fuller and Watson, I'm going to give you Fuller over Julio at this point. But Julio could obviously blow up for 40 points, 50 points, and have a, he could outscore all 3 of your wide receivers. Diggs, you have Jeffrey. I'm going to give it to Diggs. Cousins been lighting up everybody that he has. So, I mean, just all over the field. So Diggs has been getting pretty good points. 20, I think, last week. So I'm going to give it to Diggs. Nelson versus Corey Davis. He had a really good game last week. I think that's who I was going to pick up too. You know what, Buffalo, I have a chance. I have a feeling Buffalo's defense is going to do good at home. I don't know why. They're playing a little better with their rookie. So I'm going to just give it to me because I need one right now. Elliott versus Gurley. Gurley all day. He's the best in the league. I wish I had him. You have Ingram back over my Dion Lewis. This is where I'm scared. If Ingram, he's not going to get a monster workload, but if he does anything, just even anything, like a goal line touchdown or gets a couple of carries to get him back in the groove, it's probably going to be just as much as Dion gets for a whole game flow after 5 weeks of play. Tennessee sucks. I don't even know why I have these guys. I'm hurting really bad in my flex. See, I don't know how I'm 4-0 basically with this crap, but you guys have seen my bench. This is the 1 week where I needed Deshaun Jackson, like an extra at least wide receiver that's been scoring, and I don't have him. So you got me there. The special teams, that stuff's coin flips. It doesn't matter really, but I don't have Chicago this week, who's been dominant. That's why I picked them up and dropped Baltimore, whoever I drafted in the draft. But you have Philadelphia against Minnesota. Not good. Cousins is scary good right now. Good for you, Charlie. New England I picked up because Luck was going with like 3 B wide receivers. Pascal, I can't even remember the other 2. I remember that guy because I was just reading about him, how he had a lot of targets. And if the guy's not even in my fantasy books he's ranked 1,012. I don't like Luck's chance. That's why I can't play him over Rodgers this week. So, in any case, I've actually given the win to Chad on paper, but I just can't give it to you, Chad. So I'm going to pick me. Make you go 0-5. Just by just the luck of me picking teams. the other game that I wanted to do next, besides the Bro versus Bro, the 1 versus 9 seed, was the Wolverines. Let's go right back into Charlie. Yeah, you and Brian. 5 versus 8 seed. Paper, Charlie, you have him by 24. Yahoo's got you projected to destroy him. So, I actually agree. Your team looks really good when I looked at it again, unfortunately. I think you might have had somebody missing this week, but this is where he gets you, Brian. The 2 players that I had looked at, I took a couple of quick ones. Galloway and Henry. So you're starting running back and flex. And Barkley and Sonny? Yeah, Sonny Michel, whatever. I don't even know if he's how to pronounce it. But anyways, he's got you there. It's like 48 to 23. So that's like the 20-some point swing in those 2 spots. Everything else is pretty evenly matched. Roethlisberger, Cousins. Although Cousins is hot, he's got Thielens, Diggs, Rudolph. Cook's been hammy a little tight, but that's why he's been hitting those guys all over the place. Roethlisberger, though, has something to prove. Since Le'Veon thinks he's coming back soon, he's going to be like, I don't need you. Going to keep it in Brown, Juju. So that's a really good coin flip. Odell he killed me last week, but he's my keeper, so I have to root for him over Landry. Landry's a little banged up too, it says, but I don't think it's major. But Odell for sure. AJ over John Brown, I think is who it is. John Brown. He had a couple of good games with Flacco, but I still give it to AJ. Demaryius Thomas versus Golden Tate. That one I actually give to Golden Tate. I actually give that one to you, Brian. He's a good possession receiver, gets a lot of catches. He actually looked really good in that last game this last week. Saquon, though, as I said, over Derrick Henry. You're in my boat. We have shitty Tennessee Titans. I mean, if they just didn't sign Dion Lewis or whatever, Derrick Henry probably would be better. But they just suck. So Royce Freeman, what was that? Nylon Hines, whatever. That Indianapolis running back you have, he's actually a good receiving running back. So he's been getting those kind of points. He's not the running back, but he's probably going to get some looks since tomorrow. I like your play right there, actually, because they don't have T.Y. He's going to get some volume. That one's hard because Freeman's touchdown reliant. So I'm going to give it to Hines. Paper, obviously, Freeman is what they think, but Hines has probably a sneaky chance to give you like 15 points, a little above what it says. Sony and the Callaway, I actually love Michelle. If Brady goes ahead, they're just going to run the ball again, so I like that. Michelle. Lutz, kickers, who cares again, but you do have the best kicker in the league with Tucker, so I'm going to give you kicker, Tucker. Denver, Tennessee. Tennessee sucks, as I've said multiple times tonight already in a couple minutes. Denver, I'm going to give, but New Jersey could bite them. I mean, Denver has to travel to New Jersey, too, so it's not like they're playing at the Mile High. But Buffalo, I guess I'm actually thinking Buffalo's going to beat Tennessee this week. I don't know why, so we'll just call it a coin flip on that. But it doesn't matter. I still pick Charlie, Wolverines. He brought the whole team. I heard that through the text of little grapevine there, whatever message board, that Brian's bringing the Russians or the Cubans, whoever came. I can't remember in the movie what country came and invaded us, but I know it was a different one, I want to say, in the new Red Dawn. The Hemsworth version. No, it's always going to be the Patrick Swayze for us. But the next game that we'll do is Graham. The quiet versus quiet. You guys don't post really much, don't talk much. Very quiet assassins, just sneaky. Every now and then a little tidbit here and there. But the quiet versus quiet game. So low scoring game, it says. The Graham, I'm pretty sure, is the one I picked when I did go through and looked at it, even though I can't believe this one, Graham. Yahoo has you pick 173 points. It has you projected at. You've got Mahomes, who's been lighting it up. Thomas, Thielen, David Johnson, Aaron Jones, who's probably this is gonna be the game where he takes over, I think. Galladay, I mean, your team is scary good actually on paper, but only projected 173. I would actually have thought 193, 203. Maybe they have tough matchups this week, but I mean, I pick you all day because this is another reason, Andy. You traded for Josh Gordon. I allowed this BS trade in the first place, which I can justify if you play your damn players. If Freeman's back, yes, I get it why Tevin Coleman's out, but if you got Boyd in or Crabtree and you got Gordon back, who actually played last week, who's going to get more looks this week on Thursday, almost had a touchdown even. He almost made it in, willed himself in. Gronk is hurt. They're going to definitely want to feed it more, I think, to Gordon. So why you're not playing him, but it's not my team. In this case, your quarterback, Brady, who you would be the Brady to Gordon combo, double points at the same time. Reason you have those kind of combinations. I'm not going to pick over Mahomes. I mean, he's lighting it up. Even though Jacksonville is probably going to shut him down, I just figure somehow Andy Reid's going to find a way. That guy's, until he doesn't do it, I'm not going to go against it. Let's just say that's where I'm going to look at that. Crabtree, no way. Michael Thomas destroys. Thielen destroys. You don't even have to look at his wide receivers and Andy's wide receivers, and just one of Graham's basically there destroys them. The running back, same thing. Lynch is pretty good. Devontae, if he's back, but I want to see a game where he plays and doesn't go out, I guess. Tevin Coleman doesn't split the carries. That's probably what's going to happen. David Johnson versus San Francisco. Still going to be good. He's just not the old David Johnson we thought. He's like now a round 3 draft pick or something. I mean, it's because Arizona's offense is not good. They don't have a good quarterback, and their line is not good, and just can't move the ball fast enough. Kittle, though, is really good. Vance McDonald's new stud for Roethlisberger. He's taking over Jesse James. That was a good coin flip, but was it Betherford? Whoever that new San Francisco quarterback, don't trust. He doesn't like... he doesn't move the ball as well as Garoppolo did. So, definitely McDonald. Tevin Coleman, you're having to play because I guess you don't want to play Josh Gordon. Lamar Miller, I can see why he sucks lately, but even then, just the fact that he would probably start and get more little carries or equal to Tevin. That's why, or even Javorius Allen, who's been getting all these reception points, touchdowns. I mean, just you have more options. It's not my team, but it's why I'm not picking you to win. The defenses, Minnesota is a paper team. They've been obviously burnt multiple times now by multiple offenses. Seattle, not any better playing the Rams. I think it was. They're not gonna. Who's it playing? Yeah, that's gonna be scary. Those defenses are not gonna probably help any one of these two teams. So scores are gonna be probably low, around what the Yahoo projected, but I'm still picking Graham. Mahomes still. Let's just see what happens there. The game of the week is actually not going to be Danny and Eric, who it could be because that game looks awesome. 3 versus 4 seed. I mean, the two. It's got really good projected points, 180 to 192. I'm saving it for Eric and Rob because they're projected even higher points. It's a must-win for Eric. Rob, somewhat of a must-win. He's high 2 seed. So, I mean, it's only the 4th week after this. So these projections seeds are nothing. At this point, though, what I looked at with the hottest players right now is the reason I'm going to go with Robbie. Orgasm. Actually, you know what? I don't even want to do that game. I'm not going to do the game of the week. Which game do I want to do then? Yeah, we're going to do Eric and Tater. Danny. The Cam and Rivers. Rivers and Melvin have been saving Eric But they've been winning you games. They're probably gonna do it again. I want Danny to win because I need you to lose, Eric. But I picked you to win this week, actually. Your team does look good. I mean, with Juju and Devontae Adams, who you got through the trade with your bro. Ridley, who I put in a waiver damn bid for, you got him. Damn it. I don't even know how you had ahead of me. Normally you're like way at the bottom. So somehow you got Ridley ahead. I needed him. This is the week I thought I was going to need him too. And sure enough, I got asked out. James White even got better once Burkhead went out. Because the receptions, he's just more trusted by Brady. That's why I have him in my other leagues. Really good team. I don't know what your tight end situation was with the Zuma or who's a Hama, whoever you're playing there. You must not have had anybody, but this is where Danny doesn't slouch either. I mean, with Cooks, Newton. Cooks has been lighting up with Goff. Edelman's coming back. I actually think he's going to have a really good game because Brady misses him. He's going to be like, man, where have you been all my life? All these receivers suck. Nobody's catching the ball enough. I'm losing. Edelman, here's 20 targets. That's going to be what it's going to be, like 18 targets, something crazy like that. Especially if Gronk doesn't play. That's what I'm hoping for, at least, because I have him in another league too. Hunt, not so much against Jacksonville, but this is where you could get like a receiving touchdown because Mahomes going to have to probably get dump off real quick. He's going to use him underneath, get those little flank out or screen throws, or screen passes. So I think Hunt might get a receiving touchdown. But Caron Johnson, however you pronounce that, I don't care. Green Bay's defense is pretty good against the run, if I'm not mistaken. He's still a rookie, but he has had some good games. I still like James White in that slot better. So this is kind of where I like Eric's team to win. Just the little areas. Like he has Emmanuel Sanders going against Devontae, and I like Devontae Adams better. But like all these other players are pretty much coin flips, but just one or two little spots. Dimes over nickels over pennies. The defenses are crazy. LA versus LA. Los Angeles versus Los Angeles. It'd be even cooler if they're in the same stadium, one playing at like 10, one playing at 4, or whatever the time zone, I guess. Yeah, 10 and 1 for us. And the offenses... Or no, McCaffrey. That was the other one. This is where, Danny, you have a chance. If McCaffrey could get one of those 175-yard rushing, maybe a 3-touchdown game against the Giants, this is where it could swing in your favor. Sneak attack, upset. But until that happens, Eric. Now, that game of the week where I wanted to go with the hottest players where I was going into is Rob's team. Dude, I wish I would have took Kamara. I don't know if I can't remember. I think I drafted before you. I just wish I had taken him versus Elliott. Although Elliott's been fine. Let's see what happens with Ingram back. Ryan has been playing out of his mind. I think I said like 2 weeks ago, if you even watch this, you can go back and look. I don't even know if he's stopped doing this, but he's kicking butt. Who else was it? Somebody else on your team. I can't even remember who it was, but I'll be able to see it in a minute. Tyreek. Up and down roller coaster ride, but that guy could get like 35, 40 points. He could have like one of those 2 40-yard touchdown bomb games every week. You never know what you're going to get with that, but you could also have the bunk, 3 reception, 40 yards. I think that's what he had like last week, something real low and crappy. Nevertheless, though, this is firepower week. I mean, you guys have almost 200 points projected. I can't wait to see what the final score of this game is going to be. Breeze versus Ryan. I'm going to still keep riding the Ryan Express because he's just destroying right now. Breeze no slouch on Monday night against Washington defense. They could shut him down. Breeze is more of a home team or a home player, and I'm pretty sure he's playing at home, so that could go in his favor. But Josh Norman, if he's on Michael Thomas or whoever he plays against, could give Breeze trouble. So we'll give it to Ryan. Keenan Allen's coming off a little bit of I think it was like a tooth and something else injury, knee or something. I can't remember else, but he's a little banged up. Didn't do much. Antonio Brown. So we're going to give it to, obviously, Widmark. The DeAndre Hopkins, Tyreek Hill's pretty evenly matched, but I like Hill because I just like Tyreek and Mahomes. Doug Baldwin, he's testing it. The knees survived. I mean, he's still going. Woods, there's a lot of offense there with St. Louis, so it's scary. Rob, you never know what you're going to get with Woods. He could have 115 yards. Whoa, shit. 115 yards or 15 yards. This week, I actually feel he's going to have closer to the 15. It's going to be towards the lower end of the ceiling, or what I would say basement versus the ceiling. So I'm going to give it to Baldwin, actually, on that. Maybe that's a who knows what's going to happen there. Kamara, I could probably pick over both Connor and Peterson, but we'll just take him over Connor at this point. He's kind of gone downhill for you, Widmark. I wish, that's why Le'Veon is probably not going to have to sit out much. They're going to let him come back because Connor, he needs another really awesome game right now. But you don't really have anything else you could play, so I get why you have to play him. The other thing, Peterson, if his ankle is not healthy, he's had, I think, a whole week. Now this is his second week to let it rest. Come back. Hopefully it's going to be fine. Crowell's, I like Powell better, so that's why I'm going to still give it to Peterson. So this is hard to. This is going to be a hard game. Just by those three players, I mean those hot players, I want to still give it to Robbie. But Erica, your team could easily sneak on him. I mean you're projected to win. I mean Robbie's team's projected to lose. That's why it's hard for me to pick it. But I just like those certain players. He also has Ertz. So now that Wentz is back, Wentz loves him. The rest of it, Yeldon I like over Ajay. Defenses I don't give a crap about. Who cares what happens there? So the other thing, so at this point, yes, we're going to go with Robbie. So we've got Wolverines, we've got Swirling the Bull Graham, we've got Waiver Wire Eric, we've got Rob, Orgasm, and me, which, just because I want to pick me, that's the winners. I also double checked through week 4 who our hottest or high scoring players are. Surprisingly enough, they're not why like me, who I'm 4-0, so I'm easily beat. The only one I have is Chicago defense, and I don't even lay claim to fame on that because that's a team I picked up last week, I want to say. I don't even have them for 2 weeks yet now, and that was a waiver wire pickup. So that's the highest scoring defense though by week 4 so far. The kickers, we'll go in reverse. Tucker for Brian Nomads. Who cares? Kickers. Tight end was Jared Cook. So Robbie, good job. Orgasm. Never would have thought Jared Cook would be our number 1 scoring tight end at this point. Thielen for wide receivers, another one I would never thought would be number 1 right now, and is probably going to be able to maintain it with the way Cousins is lighting them up. 14, 15 targets average every game. So Graham, good job there with swirling. Your team. Thielen's going to carry you. Kamara up to this point, number 1, just beat him. I don't know if he just beat Gurley, but he's ahead. So I would have, at this point, Kamara would have been number 1, I guess, picked. Andy, if you would have picked him, you might actually have a win. If you don't have one now, maybe you have one, but I'm pretty sure you don't. Mahomes is actually our number 1 quarterback. He just beat out Chad's Goff, who Chad doesn't even play, so I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Mahomes is the number 1. Fitz technically is number 1, but he's been dropped, and he was never even drafted, so I'm not going to give it to him. So number 1 drafted players. At this point, I'm going to go and double check around week 8, maybe then week 12 to see. We'll see who our points are on number 1 players. Maybe we can incorporate a smaller black cock for highest scoring offense or whatever. I'll go back and check what Yahoo keeps track of. They like to give best records for a lot of stuff on there, so maybe I can incorporate some new some new awards. Any ideas, just post or send some text messages what you guys want. So until next time, ECC, later.